Welcome back to the AutoFame Podcast, where we explore the rich history, culture, and evolution of the automobile. I'm Kevin Brady, founder of AutoFame.com, your platform for preserving car legacies, discovering events, and connecting with fellow enthusiasts. In our last episode, we explored the pioneer era, from the earliest steam-powered vehicles to Carl Benz's invention of the modern automobile. Today we move into a truly transformational period in automotive history, the brass era, time of innovation, competition, and most importantly, the rise of a man who would change the world forever, Henry Ford. The brass era, named for the brass fittings, radiators, and intricate detailing found on early cars, was a time when the automobile went from a novelty for the wealthy to the beginnings of mass adoption. During this time, hundreds of automakers sprang up, each vying for a place in this exciting new industry. Companies like Packard, Cadillac, Oldsmobile, and Pierce Arrow introduced groundbreaking designs, expanding the limits of engineering and making cars more reliable and capable. But there was still a problem. Cars were expensive, unreliable, and difficult to maintain. That's where Henry Ford changed everything. Henry Ford, the man who put the world on wheels. By the late 1890s, Henry Ford was working as an engineer for the Edison Illuminating Company in Detroit. But Ford had bigger dreams. He believed that cars should be more than just a luxury for the rich. They should be affordable, reliable, and available to the masses. In 1908, Ford introduced the Model T, a car designed with simplicity, durability, and affordability in mind. Here's what made it revolutionary. Rugged and simple, it had a 4-cylinder engine, a high-riding chassis to handle rough roads, and interchangeable parts, making repairs easy. Affordability. Unlike other cars of the time, which cost well over $2,000, the Model T debuted at $850, and thanks to Ford's innovations, the price eventually dropped to under $300. Easy to drive with just 2 forward speeds and 1 reverse gear, the Model T made motoring accessible to people who had never driven before. The moving assembly line, a production breakthrough. The biggest game changer came in 1913 when Ford introduced the moving assembly line at his Highland Park factory. Before this, building a car took over 12 hours. With the new system, it took just 93 minutes to produce Model T. This innovation did 2 things. 1, it made cars cheaper and more accessible than ever. 2, it revolutionized manufacturing across all industries. By 1918, over half the cars in the world were Model Ts. It wasn't just a car, it was freedom on 4 wheels, how Ford's Model T shaped society. The Model T's affordability and reliability had an enormous impact on the world. America became a car culture. For the first time, ordinary families could own a car, travel further, and explore beyond their hometowns. Infrastructure. Boom. Roads, gas stations, motels, and diners began popping up everywhere to accommodate drivers. The $5 workday. Ford introduced higher wages for his workers, ensuring they could afford the very cars they built. The rise of auto racing and performance mods. The Model T wasn't just practical. Enthusiasts quickly started modifying them for racing and performance, laying the foundation for hot rodding and motorsports. By 1915, the brass era was coming to a close as manufacturing improved. Brass details disappeared in favor of steel, and cars became more streamlined and functional. The automobile was no longer a luxury, it was a necessity. With the success of the Model T, Henry Ford had democratized the automobile, setting the stage for the modern automotive industry. What's next? In our next episode, we'll explore the Roaring '20s and the rise of automotive competition when automakers like Chevrolet and Chrysler challenged Ford and the industry took its next big leap forward. Get involved with AutoFame. Want to celebrate your own car's story? Join AutoFame.com today to add your car and showcase its history. Find car events near you and connect with fellow enthusiasts. Engage with the community and keep the legacy of automobiles alive. And the history of the automobile is still being written, and you're a part of it. Visit AutoFame.com and become part of the story. Until next time, keep your wheels turning and your passion burning. See you on the road.